Back on stage from Thursday in the West End, London, England, the Blockbuster musical, The Prince of Egypt, theatergoers can once again enjoy the visually eye-popping show based on the 1998 DreamWorks award-winning namesake animated film that tells the epic religious story of Moses, a tale of overcoming adversity that speaks to the world's current climate.
Theatre has this just amazing and powerful emotional effect when it's live, when a story is told live in front of you. The story aside, being quite emotional generally with The Prince of Egypt, I think just the excitement of just being there and probably overwhelm, I can imagine.
Yeah, and I think as well, like with regards to the story, I think it's even more fitting with what we've all just gone through, not just as a country, but globally. And I think it's that message of belief and hope and faith, but also like we've gone through a pandemic. It sounds kind of weird saying this, but we go through the plagues in our show, which is kind of a weird thing, but then you talk about Black Lives Matter movement, so there's been oppression. So I think the show resonates even more now.
Initially launched in February 2020, only to close just a few weeks later due to a government-mandated lockdown at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. This time around, the auditorium will be at only 50% capacity, with sanitary measures factored into the show.
I suppose I would call myself old school. For me, it doesn't matter if there's one person or 1,000 people in the auditorium, because I still have to give the same performance because that person is paid to come and see it. So whether it's 1,000 or 500 or 2,000, it doesn't really matter to me with my performance.
As coronavirus cases once again begin to rise in the United Kingdom, perhaps The Prince of Egypt is a much-needed musical pick-me-up for the British public.